Hi, Bucs fans, and welcome to what might be the first of hopefully many editions that we have here of some quarantine interviews going on in the midst of obviously some very unprecedented times. Ben Gislason here, joined by the recently named to the NHL Central Scouting List's final rankings, Noah Ellis, defenseman for the Des Moines Buccaneers. Noah, I've been looking forward to chatting with you here today, and obviously congratulations. It's one thing to get on that list at the beginning of the season, which you did. It's another thing to be on it at the midterm. It's a totally different thing to be on it at the final ending of the season, which you are, which I'm sure for you is a big moment and makes you even more excited for what hopefully will be the draft coming up here when the NHL announces it, a finalization of their plans once again.
Yeah, it's super exciting. Thanks, first of all. But yeah, it's super exciting. Getting drafted is one of my biggest goals, especially growing up. So like just to even be on the list is super cool, and it shows that hard work does pay off.
Speaking of hard work, it's probably different for you like it is for everybody right now in terms of what kind of hard work you can put in to keep building towards not only the draft, but next season for you. What have you been trying to do? Are there any specifics you've been doing during this quarantine time to stay in shape and keep growing your game?
Yeah, with everything being closed and not really able to go anywhere, I've just been trying to work out at home. I have like a little gym set up in the basement, and then I've been rollerblading around a lot. Whether it's sprinting up hills or stick handling and shooting with rollerblades to kind of get the feel of being on the ice. But yeah, just kind of doing those two things. I've been playing with a couple buddies from around the neighborhood just to kind of stay in shape, and it's been a lot of fun actually.
Where did you feel your game grew most this season? You had the cup of tea, you played a handful of games last year, you made your first real foray playing as full of a season as we could have played this year in the USHL. You did. So what did you feel like you saw in your game grow most?
Yeah, so coming here last year at the end of the year for a little bit, just getting used to the speed and the systems and everything. And with the coaches change, didn't know really what to expect, like system wise and everything coming in. So I just kind of came in with an open mind and just a hard work ethic. And I think the defensive side of the game was something that me and Coach Lind really worked on most of the year. And I think it really improved throughout the year. And I'm excited to continue to grow next year.
Wanted to get your thoughts on your first Buccaneer goal as well. Back on October 26th against the Waterloo Blackhawks. It was a big goal at the time of the game, too. Do you still think back on that and all the years you spent watching the Bucs and probably maybe scoring Buccaneer goals in your basement, leading up to that as a kid? Can you take us back to that moment just so we could help relive it in a time where obviously we don't have any hockey to watch right now?
Yeah. I just remember, I think Rob passed it up to the point. And I don't remember if it was a fake or a fan. We'll just go with a fake just to make it sound better. But I think the guy kind of went to the side trying to block it, and I just walked down the wall and shot it. And I think if you watch the video again, I like hesitated on the celly. I was like, wait, did that really just go in? Yeah, it was something super cool and something I always wanted to do growing up, and it was pretty special.
Lastly, any tips for movies or shows or card games or anything that you've been keeping yourself busy with when you're not out rollerblading, for anybody that's curious about what Noah Ellis has been up to when you're relaxing during this time?
Yeah, I just actually finished Ozark on Netflix. That was I didn't realize it was as big as a show as when I was watching it, but I guess my mom said that she's seen like a bunch of things on Facebook of all of her friends watching it too. But that's really definitely something you should check out. And I also started watching All American, and I heard that's a really good show. So
This has been special. Thanks for this time. Can't wait for the draft, when and where it does happen. And then obviously, hopefully hearing the name Noah Ellis getting uttered on that day. So thanks for this. Stay safe and be well.
yeah, thanks. Appreciate it. You as well.